I think it's important to say that I've had every single iPhone from the 3 all the way up until, well, not have, but bought all the way up until the 12. And
Are you're so you're part of the? Are you in the lineups with all these other people waiting?
no, absolutely not.
Okay, just checking.
Um, but I've definitely purchased them all, right? And what I can tell
Like
you,
Pokemon.
yeah,
Sorry.
as an iPhone user, and everything in my house is Apple on a Mac right now. They're just There's never a huge difference in the phones. They're always the same phone. And when you get around your friends, you're having your drinks, you're smoking whatever, you're congregating, everybody takes their phone out and they put it on the table because it's time to whip it out. Like, let's see who's got the best phone. Let's have that conversation. Listen, if you buy the iPhone 13 and if you have the iPhone 8, apart from the fact that the 13, and it has to be the Pro, has 3 cameras, you'd never know the difference.
Right.
You get a Samsung phone, you get any Android, you know just by looking at it, you just got a new phone. So apart from how the iPhone looks, just the actual operating system, it's always the same. There's never any real changes to the iPhone. And I always said to myself, every single time it's time for me to get a new phone, Samsung, 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 Samsung. I'm gonna get the new Samsung. Then I chicken out last minute and I get the iPhone. But I always lean towards a Samsung because their phones are so cool.
Let's be honest. You might as well just make the switch because anybody that's paying attention knows that the best thing that Apple is doing with their company is copying everything that Samsung does.
Well, I mean, if that like Galaxy's got a phone out called the Z Flip and the Z Fold, and what you guys just seen was, I don't want to say it's an official prototype, but it was something, and I think that was more or less a iPhone mock-up of the Flip and the Fold. And if Apple was to introduce something like that, I think it'd be over.
Fantastic. What they did was they took a BlackBerry. That's that sliding phone. They took a BlackBerry and they updated it. The slide is unnecessary, but you know it's an Apple concept. I like the little flip thing. It looks super cool, super trendy. I am an Android user. Okay, so as an Android user, it's very difficult for me to grasp anything that Apple does because everything and the fad and the trends and how people obsess over getting the newest product to me is super confusing. I just bought a new phone. I just came off the Galaxy S7. Okay. My best friend right now also has a Galaxy X7 to the point where he needs to consistently walk around with an external battery because the battery is so weak. He just bought an external battery rather than buying a new phone. See, we understand something. Cell phones are to make and receive phone calls and text messages. That's what they're for. Everything other than that that's put into a cell phone is really unnecessary and luxury. And the fact that they are able to keep getting people with these things with just small changes to their cell phone is great. So I'm actually glad that for once they're making big changes,
Yeah.
as ridiculous as they are to me, the Android user, waterproof phone.
Well, the Galaxy Folds, the 258, I think it's the 526
Okay.
storage. It's over $3,000.
Oof.
This is a Galaxy phone, so then
Oof.
over 3 grand, right? So it's a really, really expensive phone. So I could only imagine what the Apple.
Yeah, Apple's gonna be at least 10K
So and you'd have people lining up for it. You
down
know what I
payment.
you know what I mean? You'd have people lining up for it. So again, I thought it was not necessarily important, but I really wanted to actually speak to this because I'm waiting still with bated breath. I talk to people all the time about Apple products, more specifically iPhones, and they talk to me about, hey, I want to get the newest. I want to get the newest. Chris, what's the difference between the newest and my model right now? And I gotta break it to them and tell them, not much.
Right.
You know what
Right.
I mean?
It's
Not
sad.
much.
It's sad. But then why do you said you had it from the three so why you keep buying it then? If you know
So
this is true. Why?
Apple, it's a very, very easy, great question, easy answer. Apple moves like the banks do. When you go to a bank, you start with your check-ins, you get your savings, you get your credit card, you get your blah 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 blah, and then they got you because you have
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
much with them.
Money tied in.
So with Apple, what ends up happening is you start to create your environment. So, like I said, you get your iPhone, you get your MacBook, you get your iPad, you get your watch, you get your Apple TV. So once you have the environment in the home, you bring something else new into the ecosystem, throws everything off. It's like, what's the point? You know what I
So you
mean? Why
can't you can't use Android. You can't mix the Android. So let's say you got all that stuff and you want to just mix in one part Samsung Android, like a Samsung sound bar, or you want to mix in a new Samsung phone. You can't just mix it in with the Apple products.
The answer is yes and no. The answer, of course, is Apple finally wised up and started allowing the Android platform to access to some of their applications. But as far as the streamline capability, no,
Yeah.
you cannot do that. I'm like I said, I'm on my Mac right now. If I get a text message, I can text right here. If I want to make a phone call, if I want to blah blah blah, I can do all that stuff because it's all streamlined.
It's all synced in.
If I was to get a wonderful Samsung Galaxy Fold, which is an amazing phone, you could donate it to me if you want.
Brother, just switch, man.
But what I'm saying is that if I was to do that, it would throw everything off, which is why I believe people don't do that. Because once you have, it's like I'd have to change everything in my house.
Nah, I don't think it's that extreme. I'm glad that now I understand a little bit more of Apple's marketing scheme. They put fear into their customers. That's what they do. If you switch, it's going to be more confusing. When in reality, just switching to Apple products in the first place is the most confusing part. Why do you have to switch everything on your laptops, Apple? Why am I clicking on the right? Why am I clicking on the right for left click things? Why am I doing that? I don't even know how to open apps on their phone. Your phone only has one button, and some of your products have no buttons. How do I close apps and move on? It's
not hard. It's really not. But I mean, you can.
It's like Starbucks. It's like Starbucks. I don't want to learn your language. I just want a fucking coffee.
You can see right behind me. I have some PCs, and I will tell you that going from my personal computer to a work computer, it's a bitch, because to your point, on a Mac, if you want to scroll up, you go down, and vice versa. On a PC, up means up, down means down. So it's kind of a.
All right. So why is Apple an airplane now? Like why are they making airplane engines into computers? Like, this is the dumbest shit ever. Like I said, I go to Starbucks for coffee. I don't need to learn venti, fome, frappa, poo, poo, poo. Just give me a fucking coffee. Apple.
Anyways, viewing public, I want to know what your thoughts are. How real is that video?
I was embarrassed at Starbucks the other day. Okay, I admit it. Okay, damn it. Whatever.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Exactly.
Whatever.
Exactly.
Because I didn't know the language. It's just stupid. It's a dumb language. Whatever. Go ahead.
It's not a dumb language. It's actually all the information you need is right on.
Shut up.
A menu.
Shut up.
Menu.
Shut up. I don't need you to add on to it, okay? Shut up.
Viewing public, I want to know how real this is, because if it is real, even by just a little bit, I'm excited, right? Because I won't show you the front, but actually, I'll show you the front.
No, they look cool. It's big upgrades. You can fold and slide your phone now.
This right here is an iPhone 8. I still have an 8. I had the XR, and my XR shut down on me. I'm waiting until I see a great change, or until my phone dies. And then at that time, I'll get a new phone. So let's see what happens. I want to know what your thoughts are. Leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Now,
no headphone port.
Now,
no group FaceTime.
Hold on. Now I'm really curious. And yes, there is. But now I'm really curious. For our viewing public, how many of you motherfuckers are Android users, and how many of you guys are Apple heads? I'm curious. Leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Deuces. We call each other Apple heads.
Listen, I just let certain things that you say slide. Okay,
that's okay.
Because I don't want them to go on longer. You always find a way to make them go on longer.
If you ever want to see a really angry and confused, angry and confused black man, get him into Starbucks. Okay.
I just want some damn caffeine, man. Why does it have to be all this, man? Do I want all this? No, I don't.
You ever seen like one of those old people trying to access their email? The internet's broken. Can we get our grants? The internet.
Why can't I see my password as I'm typing it in? This is
exactly
so stupid.
Man.
Oh, whatever. Yo, thanks for watching that video, making it all the way to the end. You made it this far. You have to like. Please subscribe and comment on the video as well. Join the conversation.
Absolutely. We finally hit our goal of 500 subscribers. Yes,
Yes,
we are
sir.
trying to get to 1,000, and we can only do that with your help. You can start by watching that next video. You see that tiny little icon? Click on that icon, rinse and repeat. Deuces.
Deuce.